the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, October 17th goes to a rapper I really enjoy named Vic Mensa. Now, Vic, for the past couple weeks, has been getting flack for his BET Hip Hop Awards cypher in which they were saying he dissed the young man who was murdered this summer, XXXTentacion. Now, I reserved judgment on this situation until I heard it for myself, and BET bleeped it out last night, but I'll fill in the blanks. Let's hear it.
Loser, your favorite rapper's a domestic abuser. Hey, name a single Vic Mensa song. We all know you won't live that long. I don't respect posthumously. Homicide ain't new to me. Catch up with academics at your eulogy.
Now, the lines that were bleeped out was, your favorite rapper is a domestic abuser. Name a single Vic Mensa song. XXX, we all know you won't live that long. I don't respect N-words posthumously. Homicide ain't new to me. Catch up with homicide. Excuse me, ain't new to me. Catch up with academics at your eulogy. Now, I am a fan of free speech. Everyone has the right to say whatever it is they want to say, but once you say it, you have to deal with the consequences and repercussions of your words, okay? You put that energy out, so you will get that energy back. I saw Zoe Dollars on Bootleg Kev and DJ Head show on Real 92.3 in L.A., and this is the kind of energy Vic Mensa is getting back from what he said. Let's hear what Zoe Dollars had to say.
Did you see the Vic Mensa freestyle?
Fuck him.
So that's what I wanted to ask you
Yeah,
about.
we want smoke behind that. We want all the smoke behind that.
So when you heard that, like, what are your thoughts behind that?
Fuck him.
Period. It's that simple.
We want smoke behind that. We don't want no apologies. Go apologize to X. You can't apologize to him. He dead. So we want smoke behind it.
So there's nothing that could be done for him to
We want smoke
ratify.
behind it.
Okay.
That's all. That's period. We want smoke behind it.
There's no conversation
If
to be
any
had.
one of us ex-homeboys running to him, we gonna knock him out. If Cheeks running to him, he gonna knock him out.
You gonna give him the Bow Wow
Me
treatment.
running to him, that's the 2019. This how we moving. Disrespect get you knocked out.
Damn.
Off top.
Period.
Damn.
Now, that has been the common sentiment among a lot of people and artists, and I understand. I get it. Now, I didn't know of any issues between Vic Mensa and XXX when X was alive, and if they did have an issue, cool. You know, Vic's keeping that same energy. If you didn't like someone when they were alive, those feelings don't change when the person dies. But I think the reason these bars didn't feel right was because it feels cheap coming from Vic Mensa, okay? Vic Mensa is a brother from Chicago that we have seen on the front lines in Chicago, standing up for the Laquan McDonalds of the world, standing up against the violence that has happened to young black and brown people at the hands of the police. Vic Mensa should know better than anyone that senseless violence is senseless violence, regardless of who it happens to, okay? To say you don't respect N-words posthumously, okay? Say the word for me, homicide? Homicide ain't new to me. All right, my brother Vic, you smarter than that. And to send a shot at X for getting killed is weak. All right, don't throw a shot at X. Throw a shot at the people who killed him. And you start the bars off by saying your favorite rapper is a domestic abuser. Vic, does that include you, my brother? I have no problem with someone calling out the piss poor behavior of men, especially when it comes to violence towards women, but we first must address the skeletons in our own closet. See, I am an appreciator of Vic Mensa's music, and unlike a lot of y'all, I can name Vic Mensa's songs. So on his EP, there's a lot going on. On the title track, he raps about getting drunk and making the mistake of putting his hands on his girlfriend. Let's hear it.
I drank that whole bottle of Douce, Tata gave me that night. When we left the club at the Rap Genius house, me and Shorty got into a fight. She came out the room swinging, hit me in the jaw. I was really trying to fend her off, but I ended up in the closet with my hands around her neck. I was tripping, dog. Too proud to apologize or empathize. I blamed it all on her, saying that she hit me first, even though she was the one hurt.
Now, I appreciate that kind of honesty, because smart people learn from their own mistakes, wise people learn from the mistakes of others. When Vic Mensa shares stuff like that in records and acknowledges it was wrong like he has, then it may prevent someone else from making the same mistake. We actually had Vic on the Breakfast Club back when that record dropped, and I asked him about that exact line, and he explained it.
No, I'm talking about between me and her, how far it went. Yeah, I mean, I was just...
He choked her out in the song.
But that's the beginning of the story.
Okay.
That's when you realize this is going.
Yeah, I mean, that's when I realized that, wow. But that was like maybe 2 years or something before we broke up. So in my album, I deal with like a lot more of just like some crazy.
But you also, when you did that, realized this is not a good situation.
I realized 100. Like just even to anybody watching this, I want you to know that I'm not proud of that. I don't talk about things like that in record because I want to brag, I just, I think that my biggest strength is that I'm able to, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
See, you live and you learn. Now, here's why Vic is getting donkey today. Vic, you are calling out XXXTentacion for his alleged violence towards a woman. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw a video of X hitting a woman in 2013, which means he was about 15 years old. Okay, also X was going to sue the woman for fraud and defamation after her family allegedly demanded a large sum of money in exchange for her silence, and the woman later released a statement saying that the version of events described by X was correct and the charges on X were dropped. Look, I don't know what these kids do behind closed doors, okay? I know that we all have demons and everyone is allowed to grow, though. All right, Vic, you are allowed to grow, so you should extend that same courtesy to others, but you can't extend that courtesy to XXXTentacion because sadly he was killed at 20 years old. So for that reason and that reason alone, you should just show some respect and leave it alone. You know, not make a mockery of the man's life and death, all right? We don't know what state of mind that brother was in when he died, nor do we know what kind of testimony he would have gave later in life based off his experiences, all right? We have to stop acting like people don't make mistakes. Without continual growth and progress, words like improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. But once again, XXX didn't get the chance to grow because he was killed at only 20 years old. Vic, you don't strike me as a clout chaser or a person who says things for shock value, and I truly believe you when you say that you are all about holding people accountable for their actions when it comes to violence against women. But let's put that energy on the brothers that are alive. All right, the brothers who still have a chance to learn from their mistakes. All right, getting at a dead man only distracts from the message of you holding domestic abusers accountable. Listen, kids, the purpose of learning is growth, and our minds, unlike our bodies, can continue growing as we continue to live. Key words, as we continue to live. Something XXXTentacion did not get to do. Please give Vic Mensa the biggest hee-haw. Ain't no need to double down on this, Vic. Just admit you was wrong and carry on. Charlamagne the God here, and today's Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey and call my friend Michael if you've been hurt in a construction accident. 212-962-1020. That's 212-962-1020. Don't be a donkey.